Hey, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I wanted to hang out with you mamas and give you some updates, a little bit of announcements, a praise report, as well as our June read alouds. If you'd like to hear more, then let's get started. Hey you, did you hit that play button for the very first time? Well, welcome to the channel. I'm Tasha. This is Tasha Pivots, where we talk about all things mamahood and homeschool and how I'm pivoting through this journey. Today, like I said in our introduction, it is the first of the month, so welcome to June. It's a little June gloom here because we are raining here in Texas, and I'm trying to embrace it, as when we get Texas heat, it stays for a while. So if you are new here, I wanted to let you know that I have a monthly newsletter that goes out. So all of my newsletter subscribers, you have mail. I love sharing once a month new update on what I'm doing, what's coming up for this month. Any details, you will find it there, as well as a little note of encouragement from me to you, just to kind of encourage you into the next month. So that has gone out. If you would like to be a part of that, you can go over to tashapivots.com, scroll to the bottom, and you'll see where you can sign up for the newsletter. I'd love for you to be a part. For my Lowly Veil mamas, you have also some new goodies. Your June Devos are done and sent and ready to be downloaded, so please check that out in the grounding section of our site. And if you're like, what is she talking about? Lowly Veil is a community for mamas by a mama. It created it after just my heart for wanting connection and community and taking it one step further, and we're continuing and growing, and it's just been such a blessing. If you're looking in this season for a community, or even you feel like that's something you want to do in the future, please check out Lowly Veil over on my site as well. I have a welcome and also introductional video there that you can find out more about Lowly Veil and what we're doing, what our heart posture is for that community. But yes, so good. Check all those things out. I even have a little sneak peek on details for Fervor, the expansion. And yeah, so those are my updates / announcements. Also, I wanted to share a little praise report. I did a video a little time last year, as the year 2020, during the pandemic and all the different things that we've been going through, our family was personally affected by it all. And so during that time, I picked up a part-time job and my husband was home full-time. And it was a transitional period for us. And the reason why I share this private moment with you publicly is because I want to encourage those families, that mama that has had something similar happen in their lives and just trying to figure out what is the next steps. How are we ever going to get through this? Where's the breakthrough? I want you to know that God hasn't taken his eye off of you. He sees you, he sees what you're going through, and he's strengthening you and stretching you. And that's honestly what I've been through in the last year, of a lot of stretching and strengthening. But I'm so grateful as the Lord has blessed our family. My husband is back to full-time working, and I'm able to be home full-time with my girls and be here with you guys and continue to grow. So I really wanted to share that to hopefully encourage you in any way that it can be. And now on to our read alouds. So actually about a week and a half ago, me and my eldest daughter did a lot of decluttering. Now I did film some footage from that. If you guys would like to see that video, put it down in the comments below that you would love to see that, and I will get that together for you. But during this decluttering, we went through all of our books, our clothes, our toys, and I just felt like we needed to really ask ourselves, is this something that we love? Does it bring us joy? Do we want to revisit it? Do we want to keep it a part of our collection? Do we need it? And it was really therapeutic. It was very freeing, and just like, we just felt like the things we have are exactly what we would love. I like the idea of minimalism, but I am not a true minimalist, if you will. But with that, with our books, I just really asked the question of like, is this a book we really love? Is this something that is like a resource or something we can always want to read again? Is it something that I can use even with my other child? And so with that, we were able to clear out a lot. We did some donating, we did some reselling, and I was just really grateful that my daughter was so encouraged to be a part of this experience and doing it with me. And even my youngest did it with us as well. So with all that said, we decided for the month of June, we would kind of scale back a bit on our reading alouds. Instead of me sharing with you like 10 books or 5 books at a time like I usually do, we decided on more of a chapter series style. Books that we can enjoy by listening auditorial. And so I have 2 that I'm going to be sharing with you, and I have 1 that I have specifically for our youngest. And the first one is the second book to a book I shared with you in the Read Alouds of May, and that is The Mysterious Benedict Society. We are wrapping up our first book to this series, and we are obsessed as a family. We have really enjoyed. I'm going to do a close-up so you guys can see. It's kind of focusing on my face, but it is part of a 5-book series, and or I think almost 6-book series about these 4 gifted children who have a very, you know, somber past, childhood and growing up, but they are extremely gifted in different ways. And we have just been enjoying learning their mission and this secret mission to save the world. And I have been really enjoying it. All of us really. And each one of us takes a part of reading it. I do, my husband, and also my youngest. And it's now become kind of like our routine. If we're going for a drive, if we're doing a road trip, or if we just are done with everything and we just want to sit together, we read this book. And so I'm excited that we're going to be starting our second one and finding out what they're up to next. So there's that. The next one, or the next 2 actually, I picked up these books during a trip, a family trip down in Waco, Texas. Shout out to my friend Chelsea and her entire family. We started out as her being a subscriber here, to online friends, to now in-person friends. We were able to meet up in Waco at the Magnolia Market, and while we were there, she was sharing with me about this beautiful bookstore called Fabled. And we were able to go and check it out before we came back home. And there you could, so if you're ever in Waco, check that out. There's a special little closet there that looks a lot like the closet in Narnia that enters into this beautiful children's section of this bookstore. And while we were there, we picked up 2 goodies. And one of them is one of our Read Alouds, and that is the Vanderbeekers. There we go. Gonna zoom in there. You can see all the cover of it. And it's a chapter series as well. And it's about this biracial family, large family, that basically go into a mission. As you can see, we've got a theme here. We like these types of things where there's a mission, there's a little mystery, there's a lot of detail and adventure. And so we're continuing this. My oldest already started reading, but we're going to be reading it aloud during the day when we're having our reading time in our reading corner. And I'm excited to learn about this. We also have the second book, so I'm sure this is going to be a continual in our family as well. And then lastly, I have this special book that I got for my youngest as she is entering into the season of why. Everything is why. Why this? Why that? So this special book is called A Special You, and it's about these cute little elephant right there at the top. I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see it since it keeps focusing on my face. Let's see, is it doing it now? There he is. And his name is Little Y. And he's this cute little elephant who is just trying to figure out what makes him special. And so he gets all in the midst of all of the different animals. Instead of sticking with his family, he is more encouraged to, you know, learn about the different animals, what makes them special, how can he be special like them. And as he grows, he learns more and more during this journey that who he is and what he brings to the table makes him special too. And I love that because as my youngest looks a lot up to her older sister and wants to be like her, likes the same things as her, we always want to encourage both of them to know that they are individuals, they are different, they have similar things that they like, but they're special just the way they are. And in the lineup of our family, they're like that piece that we need in order to make our full puzzle. So I'm encouraged to read this with her. So check these out. All these books will be down in the description below. And yeah, what are you guys reading for the month of June? If you've already finished school, but you've got some summer reading that you're excited about, put that down in the comments below. I'd love to read it and check it out. If you like this video, give it a warm thumbs up. Hit that red subscribe button if you haven't already. And until next time, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.